Congratulations, Joey Long, the defending state champ. But take a look, Jack Hendricks from Xavier in lane 2. And James Delgado from Xavier in lane 5. So 2 Xavier swimmers swimming, and that's what they do. They get points in events. Millennius from Mayfield in lane 1, Hendricks from Xavier in lane 2, Kevin George from Moeller in lane 3, Joey Long, the defending state champ and fastest qualifier in this event from Upper Arlington is in lane 4, Delgado from Xavier in lane 5. Josh Brooks finished second to Long in this event from Centerville. That's a year ago. He's in lane 6. Brian McNamara from Lakota West is in lane 7. Hunter Cook from Hilliard Darby is in lane 8.
And remember, St. Xavier has 2 swimmers in the finals, but they had 2 swimmers in the consolation. So again, more points, 4 swimmers in the 500 compared to 1 for Upper Arlington.
Joey Long. And you see a distance swimmer. Defending state champ, Joey Long.
And we know in lane 2 that Jack Hendricks had an excellent 200 freestyle earlier this evening. We'll see how that plays out.
Well, and Hendricks finished 3rd in the state in this event a year ago.
And
so
Josh
Long, Brooks, and Hendricks, all 3 of them, they were juniors, all 3 of them back here as seniors in the championship heat.
And that St. Xavier tradition is going to weigh heavy on their swimmers here in the 500. 24-1 the first 50. Pretty comfortable right now. Swimmers are trying to get a feel for the water right now, stretching out their turns.
You see the numbers, those are there to tell the swimmers how many laps they've taken. It's 20 laps.
Right now, early in this race, some of the swimmers are probably counting their strokes every lap to make sure that they're on stroke count. You don't want to be wasting energy early in the race so you don't have anything in the tank towards the end. But again, notice the McNamara boy, of course, in lane 7, Brooks. Of course, in lane 6, Joey Long, and then, of course, right next to him, Kevin George from Moeller coming up, and then there's Jack Hendricks here.
You mentioned Kevin George, just a sophomore. So this is very much a senior-laden heat, as George in lane 3, a sophomore, and Cook in lane 8, a junior. The rest of them, all seniors.
And they've all pretty much swam against each other all throughout their lives, so there's no secrets here. It's just going to be tough swimming and see who wants to get it out.
Jack Hendricks in lane 2 from Xavier breaks out to a little bit of a lead.
And you know Joey Long's keeping his eyes on the field here. 1:45.4 for the first 200 yards is an excellent swim. That's 53 seconds 100.
Joey Long's time a year ago as the state champ, 4:29.82. Brooks swam a 4:30.01. Hendricks 4:32.15. Qualifying time for Long was 4:31.66.
This is the halfway point of the race, and the swimmers now will start making their moves. The Hendricks boy, I guess, is challenging Joey Long to get going. Joey can't wait too long, because if he gets too far behind, he's not going to have the stamina to catch up. But they're going to make their race. You can see them all coming right now.
Hendricks looking strong.
He's got the fresh water too, and that's important. All the other swimmers are swimming in each other's wake. A lot of air in that water. Jack Hendricks has got fresh water. He's got water, no air. 2:40 at the 300. Again, 53 seconds, 100. That's excellent.
And he looks to be lengthening it out a little bit. Long still holding pretty tight to second.
And again, we talk about Jack Hendricks. There's that St. Xavier tradition and spirit that go get him attitude.
Kevin George, the sophomore in lane 3, pushing it a little bit, but it looks like Long and George going at it for second place, and now Long making his move on Hendricks a little bit. You see the Xavier team cheering on Jack Hendricks. Now he's back opening it up a little.
And you know Joey Long's going to start bringing it right now. He's got 100 yards left, 3:34.9. Again, by 54 seconds 100, so he dropped off a little bit, but looking still strong. Has not changed too much. Turn work, doing well.
Nice. He's closing.
Yep.
Long is closing on Hendricks.
The bell lap is coming up. We're going to find out. Here comes Joey Long with the feet.
Long making up ground again.
Here he comes.
Turn going to be critical as they head for the final 25.
Now, of course, the Hendricks boy is going to be breathing. He'll be able to see Joe. So, oh yeah.
Long closing. Hendricks trying to hold him off. Hendricks in lane 2, Long in lane 4.
He's beating back the challenge.
Hendricks going to do it.
4:27.69
for Hendricks.
7-second drop in the 500 from yesterday.
Outstanding swim. Joey Long, 4:28.62. Finishing second, but there's your state champion, Jack Hendricks from St. Xavier.
I think that's the shock of the meet right there. But Jack Hendricks decided he was going to take it out and hold on and force the other swimmers to play catch up to him. But I think a lot of it had to do with the success in the 200 free also.
Nice job by Jack Hendricks. Finished third in this event a year ago. Joey Long won it. Jack Hendricks, state champ 2013. Joey Long finishes second.
Valuable team points for St. X.
And he gets a big hug.
Oh, yeah. Coach is very excited about that. I'm sure there's a lot of hard work that the two of them have shared. But again, St. X had 4 swimmers in this event, 2 in the consols, 2 in the finals. This is big points for St. Xavier.
So this time they get the state championship in the individual event and a bunch of team points as well. Third place goes to the sophomore, Kevin George. Well done.
Well done, especially in the senior laden field like this. Sophomore, a few more years of seeing him here.
Jack Hendricks wins the 500 free. Boys Division I state championship, 4:27.69. And that is 5 seconds better than a year ago, basically.
I just liked his attitude. From the moment the race started, I saw in Jack Hendricks the will to win. And he was not going to back off. I know that Joey Long put a good burst there towards the end, but I don't think that Jack was going to allow it to happen.
There's Kevin George being announced, the third place winner as a sophomore. Lakota West. I love Brian McNamara holding up the Lakota West banner on the podium.
Everybody's trying to get their digs in a little bit, 15 seconds of fame.
I'm good with that. You deserve it at this point.
You know what? Yes, and they're all winners, and there's nothing wrong with that. School spirit's very, very important.
There's your state champ, Jack Hendricks, in the cheering section from St. Xavier. And that helps on the team side of things as well. This event will help St. Xavier distance themselves from Upper Arlington on the boys' side of things.
It's a big push. It's a big push for St. X, and kind of gives them that cushion as the meet progresses. If they don't have as many swimmers toward the end of the meet, they'll have that cushion in that team championship.
Aqua Bombers on their way to another state swimming championship. Pushed this year by Upper Arlington, but they respond like you would expect champions to respond.
And they've got that great tradition, and I'm sure the stories have been passed and told about the past great St. X teams, and they remember.
Jack, take us through that. You really opened it up midway through it and had plenty left at the end when you needed it.
Yeah, I mean, I was really nervous going into this meet. Honestly, I was scared, and then I swam the 200, threw down 138, gave me a lot of confidence. And going to the 500, I knew I just trusted my training, trusted my coaches, and I just do what I knew how to do.
How big of a motivation was it? You finished third in this event a year ago, and you're going against the same guys that you swam against a year ago. I know you've probably seen them during the year. How much does that motivate you and push you?
I mean, my sophomore year, I finished second this event, and then I gained time my junior year and got third, obviously. So it was very motivating to try to step up and drop some time again and prove that I still had something in me. And I worked my butt off all this season, and This was just amazing to me.
Dropped 5 seconds, so heck of a job, well done.
Jack, I just want to say, when Joey Long was bringing it, you did not back down. You held your stroke together. A true champion all the way.
Thank you, Coach Wall.
Congratulations, great job, Jack Hendricks, the state champ for 2013 Boys Division I, 500 free. Heck of a job. Well, we have come to the 200 freestyle relay on the girls' side of things, and this is going to be one that will help figure in to the girls'